Assassin's Promise by Thomas Woodward, Chapter 135. Dovell cursed. Where was that blasted girl? Miele was making her out to be the fool. She stood, protected by the rain from twin parasols carried by a pair of strong-armed men, who she knew reported directly to Lord Asric. Her true master kept his identity hidden from her. He had been exact in his instructions to her. Dovell was to bring Miele in the stocks, hoping to gauge her reaction, to see if she could be broken. Lord Asric, her master in name only, had never undermined her directives to his servants in the past. It was unheard of. Why now? Unless... the prissy little thing. Miele must have wormed her way into Lord Asric's good graces, most likely through her feminine wiles. For some reason, the guards Dovell routinely sent to the servants' quarters at night had refused to break Miele in, as was Dovell's habit, when a servant presented themselves who riled her scorn. Miele was said to sleep with knives secreted on her person. Not such a stupid girl, perhaps. Dovell glowered as the light rain shifted to a steady downpour. She hated the rain, and she hated being made a fool. She would ensure that all those who watched today who were under her power paid for this grievance. None of them would dare defy her, or show the slightest whisper of mirth at her expense. Lord Asric's runner moved to go, having delivered to her his message, but Dovell held him fast with a slight gesture of her hands. Lord Asric must have his reasons, but she would take out her fury on his servant if she couldn't do so to her lord. She wisely avoided drawing Lord Asric's wrath, letting the runner depart after a few extra moments in the beating rain. Lord Asric was not known for his lenience. He was, however, known for being utterly cold, sending servants to their deaths over the slightest misstep. No, she would not defy him, but she could redirect her anger to those beneath her. Dovell motioned to one of the men standing behind her, pointing at one of the wretches in the crowd. He lumbered over, throwing hands on the wretch, a beggar from the streets of the city. With rough movements, the guard locked the beggar in the stocks, amid a series of hollow cheers. Dovell smiled. Someone would take Miele's place. She reached to the ground beneath her for a rock. No one would remember the minor details once she cast the first stone. Her aim was off, but it hit the man in the shoulder, causing a grunt of shock. Her aim was irrelevant. The stones that followed would fly true.